Exercise 2.4, I think. Yes, advancements, class 10. So the question is, question number 3, express the following complex number in the polar form. So this is the question given, you have to convert it in the polar form. Polar form is nothing but your r cos theta plus I sin theta. This is the polar form of a complex number, we know that. Now you see, where theta is here, theta is 30 degree, which is nothing but pi by 6. Now if I write z equals to sin theta plus I cos theta, so sin 30 plus I cos 30, but here see the form is like cos theta plus I sin theta. So I will have to convert this as cos theta, this sin 30 in terms of cos theta, and this cos theta in terms of sin theta. So you see, if I write 30 as pi by 6, okay, I cos pi by 6, okay. Now sin pi by 6 can be written as pi by 2 minus pi by 3. Just take the LCM, you will get this as pi by 6. So similarly, pi by 6 can be written as pi by 2 minus pi by 3. And in terms of, if we want to write in terms of degree, then you can write it 90 degree minus 60 degree. Okay. Now you see, we know this is odd multiplication of 90, means 90 into 1 is there. So it is odd multiplication of 90, and whenever the term is like sin 90 minus theta, so if this is an odd multiplication of 90, then sin will convert to cos. Okay, now 90 minus 60, so it will be in the first quadrant. Okay, so this sin 90 minus theta can be written as cos theta plus I cos 90 minus theta can be written as sin theta. So it is ultimately cos 60 plus I sin 60, so which can be written as 1 into cos pi by 3. 60 is nothing but pi by 3 plus I sin pi by 3. So this is the required polar form. Now you see, the second question is sin 150 minus I cos 150. So sin 150 can be written as 90 plus 60. It is minus, I think, okay, minus sign. It is minus I cos 90 plus 60. 90 plus 60 is 150. So it is not in this form. I have to convert it in this form, r cos theta plus I sin theta. So you see, sin 90 plus theta, since it is odd multiplication of 90 degrees, so sin will convert to cos, and see it is in the first quadrant. Sorry, 90 plus theta, so it will be the second quadrant. Second quadrant, sin is positive, so it is sin, so cos 60. In the second quadrant, all sin 10 cos, like this. In the second quadrant, sin is positive, so here it will be a positive sign. Okay, there is nothing means it is positive sign, and sin will convert to cos with positive sign and cos 60. Here minus I into cos. Cos will convert to sin because it is odd multiplication of 90. 90 into 1, no. There is nothing means 90 into 1. So it is odd multiplication of 90. So cos will convert to sin 60. Now it is in the second quadrant. The second quadrant, 90 plus theta, it will come in the second quadrant. The second quadrant, cos is negative. So minus sin 60. Ultimately cos 60 minus plus I sin 60. So I can write z equals to 1 into cos 60 plus I sin 60. This is of this form, r cos theta plus I sin theta. Now question number 3, cos 70 plus I cos 20. This is very easy. Cos 70 plus I cos 20. So cos 20 can be written as, write it as it is, because the form is r cos theta plus I sin theta, no. So you see here cos theta is as it is, so don't change it. Cos 70 plus I cos 20 can be written as cos 90 minus 70. 90 minus 70 is 20. Now you see, cos 90 minus 70 means cos 90 minus theta. It will be in the first quadrant. The first quadrant, cos is positive, so positive sign, and cos will convert to sin because it is 90, and this is theta, which is nothing but your 70. So ultimately cos 70 plus I sin 70. So I will write z equals to 1 into cos 70 plus I sin 70, where your r is 1 and theta is your 70. Okay, verify the property this is the property of the complex number, that is amplitude of z1 into z2 equals to amplitude of z1 plus amplitude of z2. This is the property of a complex number. So you have to verify it for the following complex number. So one complex number is given, so you have to verify this property. So now you see, let this one minus 2 plus 2i equals to z1 equals to this, and z2 equals to 1 minus I, and z equals to z1 into z2 is this one, minus 2 plus 2i, 1 minus I. Now I will multiply these two, minus 2 minus minus plus 2i minus 2i square. So minus 2 plus 4i, I square is minus 1, so minus minus plus 2, so ultimately I got 4i. Now you see, this is the z, I got it is as 4i. Now pz means this point, this z point in the argand plane, it will lie in the positive part of the imaginary axis, because there is no x term, only y term with positive sign, so it will lie in the positive part of the imaginary axis. So we know that if it lies in the positive part of the imaginary axis, so the amplitude of z will be or nothing but amplitude of z is nothing but your z1 into z2, no, which is equals to pi by 2. This is already known to us. I told you before in the previous videos about this property. Now take this z1 now, minus 2 plus 2i. So for this pz1, now you see, this is minus x and plus y. X is minus 2 and this is positive 2 plus 2, y is 2. Now it will lie in the second quadrant. So in the second quadrant, so amplitude of z1 will be pi minus alpha, where alpha, how will get alpha, where tan alpha equals to mod y by mod x. This is just for z1, okay. Now your y is nothing but 2, so 2. X is your minus 2, so ultimately mod is given, so it will be 1, so which is nothing but 10 pi by 4, 10 45 degree is 1. So alpha we got pi by 4. So now amplitude of z1 will be pi minus alpha, means pi minus pi by 4. See, pi minus pi by 4, which is 3 pi by 4. Now see here, z2 is 1 minus I, so I have to find for this z2 the amplitude. Now z2 is 1 minus I, the amplitude of z2 will be minus pi, y minus alpha. Why? Because z2, this point 1 minus I means x is positive and y negative, it will lie in the fourth quadrant, and in the fourth quadrant, so amplitude of z2 will be minus alpha. This is known to us because I have told you in the previous videos. If you don't see, then just watch those videos, it will be clear to you. Now tan alpha, you have to find this alpha, no, equals to mod of y divided by mod of x, so it is equals to minus, so y is your minus 1 and x is your 1, so it is ultimately 1, so it is equals to 10 pi by 4, so alpha equals to pi by 4. So amplitude of z2 is equals to minus alpha, means minus pi by 4. Now this is the equation number 2, amplitude of z1, and this is the equation number 3 of z2, equation number 2 and 3. From 2 and 3, if I add these two equations, amplitude of z1 plus amplitude of z2, it will be 3 pi minus 4 plus minus pi by 4, so it will be minus pi by 4. So ultimately it is 3 pi minus pi by 4, so ultimately pi by 2. And you see here, the amplitude of z equals to amplitude of z1 to z2 is pi by 2, so it was equation 1. So from equation 1 and equation 4, we can say that amplitude of z1 into z2 equals to amplitude of z1 plus amplitude of z2. So this is the property now which it is verified. Okay. Similarly, question number 5, verify the property amplitude of z1 by z2 equals to amplitude of z1 minus amplitude of z2. So the first question is root 3 minus I and divided by 1 minus root 3i. Okay. Now let z equals to this one is, say z equals to root 3 minus I divided by 1 minus root 3i, and z1 root 3 minus I. Okay, and z2 is 1 minus root 3i. So z will be z1 by z2, no. Now you see, here it is of this form, you have to convert it in the x plus iy form. For this, I will multiply both numerator and the denominator with 1 plus root 3i, so that I can eliminate I term from the denominator. Okay, so it will be a minus b into a plus b form. Okay, so it will be a square minus b square. Here you see, you just multiply it, root 3 plus root 3 into root 3 will be 3, and this is I, minus I, and this is plus minus minus root 3 and I square. So it will be root 3 plus 2I minus root 3 I square is minus 1, and here 1 minus root 3 and square will get cancelled out in 3, and I square is minus 1. So here it is root 3 plus 2I plus root 3 divided by 1 plus 3. So ultimately it is, we got it as root 3 by 2 plus I by 2. So now you see Z lies in the first quadrant. So amplitude of Z will be equals to alpha, where alpha will get from this equation tan alpha equals to root mod y by mod x. So mod y by mod x, we got 1 by root 3, which is nothing but 30 degree. So alpha equals to 30 degree or pi by 6. So amplitude of Z1 by Z2 equals to pi by 6. Now you see again Z1 equals to root 3 minus I. No, here Z1 was equals to root 3 minus I. So for this I will have to find the value of the amplitude of Z1. So here see, it is x is positive, y is negative, so it will lie in the fourth quadrant. The fourth quadrant, amplitude of Z1 will be equals to minus alpha, where tan alpha is equals to mod y by mod x. So from this equation, your mod y is minus 1, mod x is root 3. So from here I will get tan pi by 6. So alpha equals to pi by 6. So amplitude of Z1 will be equals to minus pi by 6. Similarly, Z2 is 1 minus root 3I. It lies in the fourth quadrant. Okay, so amplitude will be minus alpha, where tan alpha equals to mod y by mod x. So tan alpha equals to root 3 is equals to 10 pi by 3, and it is alpha equals to pi by 3. So amplitude of Z2 is minus pi by 3. Now this is the equation 2 and this is the equation 3. So equation 2 minus equation 3 will be minus pi by 6 minus pi by 3. So ultimately we got it as minus pi by 6 plus pi by 3. So it is pi by 6. So amplitude of Z1 minus amplitude of Z2 is equals to pi by 6, and before also we got amplitude of Z1 by Z2 is equals to pi by 6. So both are equal. So from equation 1 and your equation 4, we can say that amplitude of Z1 equals Z1 by Z2 equals to amplitude of Z1 minus amplitude of Z2. So the property is verified.